Hey, beautiful people. It is Nikita from Beautiful Travel, and I am back to make another video, actually, the part two of a short that I made talking about the METV multiple entry tourist visa that is 6 months long here in Thailand, right? So, originally, I made a quick short explaining that this is the visa we got. A lot of people say it doesn't exist, and I'm here to tell you it does because this is the one we're using right now. And so this is a follow-up to a request from a few people to just kind of give some details on how we went about applying for it. Let's start out with who should get it, right? So digital nomads, long-term travelers, retirees, anybody who is interested in exploring Southeast Asia and thinking about using Thailand as a base, which we were. Anyone that doesn't want to do the single entry ripping and running visa, okay? And the requirements are simple. Valid passport, passport photos, and they need to be 2x2s. White background, dark shirt. We got ours from Walgreens. It was about $8, and I asked for the max, so I think she gave me something like 6 photos because you'll use them for other things as well. Your flight confirmation, and that's going to let them know where you're coming from, to and from when you're leaving Thailand, because you will need to show proof of onward travel. And like I said, if you're a digital nomad, you'll need proof of employment and residency documents if you are not a US citizen, because that's where we came from, or a green card holder, you may need proof of legal status from the country that you're coming from. You also need the accommodation details. So where are you going when you get here? And to do the application form. So there's two ways to do it, but we're only going to cover the one, which is the e-visa way. And that's the way we did it. You can do it in person or by mail to the Thai embassy or consulate in your country, but why would you? Like, this is the easiest way and the fastest way. A pro tip is that you should do this within 30 to 90 days because you want to make sure that you've allotted yourself time. Now, it takes about 3 to 10 business days or roughly 2 weeks, but I would get on the application the sooner the better. So 30 to 90 days before you're going to go, that's when I would be doing this. For the processing time and fees, we just covered that, but the cost is about 200 USD, roughly 5,000 Thai baht, but that will change by the country that you're applying from. It's valid for 6 months, as you already know in the title, but after you receive your e-visa and it's approved, you'll get a confirmation email. You can print that out, and you're going to need that for the Thai immigration officials to prove that you have it. We'll talk about staying longer inside the country. Okay. Important tips we just have to go over before we do the steps. Always apply in your home country. That is the only way. You can't apply for this particular visa inside of Thailand. Always show on reflect. I have heard people say they haven't had to do this. I'm a stickler for the application process as it's asked because I don't like the word no. I don't want nobody telling me what I can't do. And if I give all the information correctly, then I expect correct results the first time. So if you asking for on reflect, baby, we're gonna give you on reflects. So please have that because that's actually what they asked for more than anything once we were approved. Once we got here, first thing they said, oh, okay, cool. You got the visa. Where you going next? Yeah, we see it. It matches up. Show us the ticket. Show us proof. And when we were leaving the country that we left for the first time, when we left out of Thailand and went to Bali, before we could re-enter into Thailand, they said, oh, okay, show us proof. Onward travel, where you going next? And you can have this in the form of a round trip ticket or a one-way somewhere else, but you must show proof of onward travel. And you want to keep the funds in your account. Always keep the funds and where you're going available while you're using this visa. And remember that visas are always at the immigration's discretion. I don't know anybody who's going to be rude or mean to immigration, but just err on the caution side that you are just here to have the most beautiful tourist experience. And I don't know, because I've heard some crazy things from immigration. So let's get to the steps, right? Step one, you're going to create your e-visa account. It's at thaivisa.go.th. I'm going to put that in the description. You're going to click apply visa. It's going to ask you what country you came from. For us, it's the US, and offer 30 or a 90-day visa. I picked 90 because I know I'm staying for 6 months. So I picked whatever the max was. And it's like, oh, as soon as you put that in, it's going to say, oh, okay, you needed a tourist visa. And you click the apply button. So you start the new application for the tourist visa, and you pick the METV 6-month visa. You got your required documents ready. So that's your passport information and photo page. They need to be uploaded. It must be a valid passport for at least 6 months with one page clear. Your passport photo. And like I said, don't forget white background, dark shirt, and your round trip ticket, your proof of travel. Also, the proof of accommodations, where you're going to be staying, and probably the duration. That doesn't matter as much as the address and where you're going to be staying. So if that's an Airbnb or a hotel, and proof of funds, the bank statement. Your name needs to be clearly shown on this bank statement. You want to download the actual statements, and you want to not crop that because that will slow your application down. Roughly 6,000 USD needs to be an account for this type of visa, and that's what they'll be looking for. Um, if you're applying outside of your home country, you need something to prove that that's where you're coming from. So you want to apply in your home country, but let's say you're in Japan and you're an American and you live in Chicago. You're going to need a copy of your driver's license, a utility bill, or a lease to say, hey, me, Nikita, the Chicagoan who's applying in Japan, can prove that I'm from there. But don't get confused. Apply in your home country so you can just make that happen. Okay? So the last thing I noticed that was on the application that wasn't really a big deal, but is considered important in all online communities is the travel explanation letter. That's really a little box that's in the application and saying, what you coming here for? Right? And so that's a pretty simple one. You plan multiple trips to Thailand. You intend to do some tourism. You are excited to see what the country has to offer. You are thinking about making Thailand your home base. It's whatever. Okay, then my computer. Okay. It's whatever it is that you are here for. I mean, it's going to be a simple blurb, but for us, simple and easy. We are early retired, slow travelers who have made travel our business, and Southeast Asia just keeps calling us. So we're coming in. That's a little poetic. I ain't have to say all of that, but that's exactly what I put in there. Gosh, we've been wanting to visit Thailand forever, and now we're gonna do it. We're gonna slow travel, and a 6-month METV visa fits that. So you complete the online form, okay? This is what's in it: your personal info, your passport info, the travel dates, the address you're gonna be staying in Thailand, employment if you're a digital nomad, proof of legality. And make sure to double check your spelling. That's huge because you don't want any typos to slow your process down either. You pay the fee. So the METV 6-month visa has a $200 USD fee. That's about roughly 5,000 Thai baht. It's going to be different for each country, and you pay that with a credit card or a card online, and it's non-refundable. You wait for approval. Okay, so it says 3 to 10 business days. That's roughly 2 weeks, and that's exactly how long it took for us to get ours. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's slower. That's why you want to pre-prepare and apply 30 to 90 days before. And then you receive your METV visa. At the time we applied in our home country, and we were in Costa Rica, visiting the land we just bought and surveying that space, when boom, the email comes in and it's got your beautiful picture that you submitted. It's the approval letter with a QR code for you to print. Congratulations, you're approved. It literally took 2 weeks. It was such an exciting thing to get. We went and found somewhere to print that in Costa Rica so that we can have proof, because you want to carry a paper copy with you to show immigration, and carry the visa electronically on you as well. So you always have it to pop out when you need it. And we were on our way. Okay, so that's the most exciting part about it. But let's talk about when you arrive. So you get here, and like I told y'all before, they're gonna be like, yeah, all right, show me your visa and your on proof of travel. Some people decide that 60 days is not enough. They would like to max out their time in this 6-month MET visa, and you can extend it for an additional 30 days on your first 60 days stay. But what that looks like is doing that in person while you're in Thailand. And there is a fee for 1900 Thai baht. You have to do that at the Thai immigration office. After that 90 days, you do have to exit. You can re-enter, and that's when the new 60 days begin. So let's say you decided, okay, I don't want to do 60. I'm gonna do the whole 90 days. After you leave, let's say like I did, you're in Bali. You spend 2 weeks there. When you come back, your next 60 days start when you get back. As long as you're on a 6-month visa, it's going to be valid. All right. So let's just recap so that we remember the critical rules. METV must be done outside of Thailand. You cannot apply inside of Thailand. Immigration always has the final say, and always carry proof of funds in onward travel. Okay, that wraps up exactly how this was done. If you want flexible travel in and out of Thailand without doing a whole bunch of extra, you want to apply for this visa. Remember the link for how to do it, going straight to that to the visa site is going to be in the description. And thank you so much for watching. If this helped you, like, subscribe, share. Comment below if you want more breakdowns of these visa processes. In the next video about visas, we're going to talk other types of visas, long-term visas, because we decided while using the MET that this is actually where we want to be. So let me know what you think about the video and what kind of information you'd like to see further. Thanks again. Have a good day, beautiful.